Hello students, here I shall be solving 5B sum number 15, which is very similar to your solved example 6 sub question 2. My equation says 5 minus 3a square minus 2a, 6 minus 3a square plus 2a, very similar to the solved example. So I can see these two terms similar. So I will first try to make them similar. There is a sign difference, so I shall remove minus sign common. So it will become 5 minus 3a square minus 2a, and here I get 6 minus 3a square. Please be careful of the sign, minus 2a. Here now let me do my assumptions. Let 3a square minus 2a be equal to x. So after substituting here, I get as 5 minus x into 6 minus x. Careful, there is no sign, means multiplication. So let me multiply now. 5 minus 6x plus x square. I am ready with a trinomial. So as you see in this trinomial, I can bring the x square as first and the 5 in the end because both are plus signs. So here I can change the order a little bit. If there was a minus sign here, please don't change the order as it is there in the solved example, is equal to, now I have to think about two terms where the product is 5 and the sum is 6. I'll split this into numbers, so the numbers are 1 and 5. The minus sign will go with both the middle terms as it is a sum. Minus x plus 5. Now I remove x common in the first two terms, I get x minus 5. Here if you see I have just different signs, so I remove minus 1 common. Please be very careful when it is a minus sign, the signs will change. Also if you forget to change the sign, when you bring down here x plus 5 and you match it with this, this will make you realize that you have done some error because these both brackets should be same. So my answer is x minus 1 and x minus 5. Now I will substitute back my x. So I will get 3a square minus 2a minus 1 and 3a square minus 2a minus 5. Here I will have to further factorize these two brackets as they are trinomials. So now I have written down my two brackets again over here, 3a square minus 2a minus 1 and 3a square minus 2a minus 5. So when I factorize this, I need the product should be 3 and the difference should be 2. So it is definitely 3 and 1. So here I will split the middle term into 3 and 1. 3a square minus 3a, the minus sign will go with the bigger term, plus a minus 1. Let me finish with this side first. So here I get 3a common, I get a minus 1, and since this is already matching, so you can see, so I will just remove plus 1, a minus 1. So I get 3a plus 1 and a minus 1. Now coming to the next bracket, I think I need two numbers which the product is 15 and the difference is 2. The minus sign indicates the difference is 2. So it's very easy, the two numbers are 3 and 5. So I split the middle term into 3a square, this sign will go with the greater number, minus 5a plus 3a minus 5. I can remove a common from these two. So I get a common, 3a minus 5, and again if you notice these both brackets are already matching, so I will just remove 1 common, plus 1 common, plus 1, 3a minus 5. So my two brackets from this bracket is 3a minus 5 and a plus 1. This becomes my final answer. So my four brackets are 3a plus 1, a minus 1, 3a minus 5 and a plus 1. Students, coming to the sum number 17 of exercise 5b, again a little similar type. You can see here x square minus 3x and x square minus 3x in both the brackets, and minus 1 minus 20. Here they are exactly matching each other. I don't need to make any changes with the sign. So let us start with the assumption straight away. So let x square minus 3x be equal to a. I get here, I will write a, and instead of this also I will write a minus 1 minus 20. So on multiplying I get a square minus a minus 20. I will think about two numbers which will, product is 20, and since there is a minus sign the difference should be 1. So the two numbers are 5 and 4. So I will split the middle term into, this sign will go with the greater number. I will split the middle term into minus 5a plus 4a minus 20 is equal to a minus 5, and here I can remove 4 common. I get a minus 5. My two brackets are a minus 5 and a plus 4. Now again I will substitute back what was my assumption. My assumption was x square minus 3x is equal to a. I will put it back over here. X square minus 3x minus 5 and x square minus 3x plus 4. In your previous sums I told you we will factorize these two. Now here take a look. I want two numbers, the product is 5 and their difference should be 3. There are no two such numbers. 5 is a prime number. So the two numbers which will multiply to 5 are 5 and 1, and their difference is not 3. So I can't factorize this any further. Here again I want two numbers where the product is 4 and their sum should be 3. So there are two numbers which multiply to 4 are 2 and 2 or 4 and 1. In both the possibilities the sum doesn't come to 3. So even this bracket can be further factorized, and hence I will leave the answer here. But before deciding, please be careful. Think if there are any other two numbers which you can't think. So don't just immediately give up. Think with all the various possibilities and then you can leave your answer here. Thank you.